What is up, internet users? If you can see me, my name's Josh. Doing a live Facebook video, or at least trying to, when it comes to the new title of the Star Wars film, The Last Jedi, that they just revealed. I think I have it up for you guys to take a peek at. I think that it's a very cool title. I think that it's very telling too, actually. I believe that this is Lucasfilm and Disney trying to pay off the cliffhanger from episode 7. Obviously, I mean, we didn't get a lot of Luke in episode 7. That, is obvious to anyone who's seen it. The opening line in the crawl, Luke Skywalker has vanished. So intriguing, and then about halfway through the movie, I kind of had this feeling that maybe we weren't going to see Luke at all. We did end up seeing him, obviously right at the end of the film. So, they released this title, which is odd timing, really. I don't know if this was a scoop or what. It would make more sense to me that they would drop something like this on, either Star Wars Celebration or have it a little more contained. A Monday, in January feels a little weird. But they're good at what they do. They probably have reasons for doing that and what not. But I think that it's a message to fans that, like, yeah, you're going to get Luke. You're going to get a lot of Luke. The film is going to be centered around Luke. And when it comes to Luke, I mean, we have so many questions as Star Wars fans. Why did he leave? How is it that Kylo was able to take over his new Jedi temple and his Jedi order? A lot of that doesn't make sense. If Luke was there, we would assume he's strong enough to stop Kylo and the Knights of Ren from doing whatever they want to do. But that doesn't appear to be the case. So I think that by saying, or by releasing this title and having the title be The Last Jedi, it's a nice little, like, olive branch to the fans of Luke Skywalker that in the past were like, or I guess in episode 7 were mad that they didn't get more Luke. So you're going to get more Luke. That, should have been obvious, but I think that this kind of drives that message home. We're going to get Luke. We're going to figure out what was going on with Luke Boy and why he is secluded on Octu. What is he doing out there? And I think that's awesome. And I love the red text, the Star Wars with the red text. Is that possibly a message? Does that mean darker, bloodier things to come? The red text, I think that's meaningful. I don't think that's an accident. I think that they're trying to set some kind of an image, and a lot of people that were upset that maybe there's too much Rey, or we're going to focus on these new characters and all that. I think that this should make you feel a little bit better about that. You know what I mean? And it should make you feel excited for what's to come. Now remember, Rian Johnson, who is the guy that directed episode 8, he said that we're going to pick up right from where we left off in episode 7. Now a lot of people have been trying to figure that out, right? Like, how is that going to work exactly? Because we always have the pan, or the pan up or pan down, and then we come into a planet, usually with a ship, right? So we come in with a planet. So how is that going to work exactly if we're going to pick up right where we left off, where she's handing Luke that lightsaber? Is that going to be right after the crawl? We go right in? Is it going to be pre-crawl and then we do the crawl and then we come right in like that? That's a question that we don't know. But I guess the point is, he's not going to shy away from that, and he's going to essentially pick that story right up and give us, hopefully, all of the answers that we want. Now, I don't expect it to be, completely like exposition and for him to just go on this thing where he's talking about why this is the case. So basically, the thing that's cool is we're going to pick right up there. I think we're going to get some of those answers. Because that's one of the things that really bothered me about episode 7. A lot of it doesn't make sense. A lot of it doesn't make sense when you think about Luke Skywalker as a character. Because he's kind of the Jedi that went against what the Jedi do. Essentially, you could even think of it as he's the guy that beat the Sith, defeated the Sith, brought balance to the Force, but he did it through attachment, not through detachment, right? So the same thing that caused his father to fall, that caused, you know, Vader to go to the dark side and freak out and destroy the Jedi and be a really evil prick, those same principles are actually what empowered Luke and what allowed him to beat the Sith. So it's weird, right? You've got this guy who, through attachment, through breaking some of the code, he was able to defeat the Sith and have power, right? And his attachment to his father and everything like that. He's also convening with the Force ghosts of some of the greatest Jedi masters, including his father, you know, maybe, we don't really know, including his father, let's just say. And so he has direct contact with, you know, really, really powerful, wise Jedi masters, okay? So, what do it? Oh, now, okay, cool. So now I can actually see, I think I can see Cody. It's Cody's message here. Do you think Luke's gonna die? Yeah, I do. Probably not in episode 8 though. They'll probably save that for episode 9. And if they're smart, they'll do it in a sort of way where he can be a Force ghost and, you know, be some part of the saga films as we move forward. So I talked about this. I actually have a video in the bank, so we call it in the biz. I've got a video in the bank about Luke Skywalker that will actually be a pretty good release, actually, to probably do this week. But in either case, I talk about in that video, what do I think, you know, how strong do I think Luke's going to be, and why. Now, some of the reasons I go into are in-canon reasons, like power scaling, where he was at in these certain point of time, you know, who he was trained with, you know, the state of the galaxy, little hints from canon, right? Some of it is not that. Some of it's outside. So, like, if you're Disney, it doesn't make any sense to waste something like Luke Skywalker. Like, you have this character that is so beloved, so many people are into, they're going to buy merchandise for, you know, think of it from a business end. From a business viewpoint, it makes zero sense for Lucasfilm or Disney to underutilize Luke again, or to kill him off quickly. It just doesn't make any sense for them to do that. So, yeah, that's I think they're going to kill him, but they'll probably kill him in a way that that will keep him in the fold in some kind of a way for merchandising and films, which I will love too, because it's not only, you know, good for Disney, but it'd be good for fans. Like, I want as much Luke as I can possibly handle, and I personally want to see him uber powerful, super powerful. I'm talking Legends powerful. You know what I mean? With the ability to change the outcome of an entire space battle with just his own power. And I think that it'd be kind of cool too, not to go off on a complete Luke Skywalker tangent, but I think it'd be dope if they give him that power, and that is part of the reason why he's in hiding. That is part of the reason why he's not really participating in, you know, the happenings of the galaxy, because, you know, that'd be a valid excuse. You could stretch and say that might have been why Yoda left too. You know, he was so strong. Maybe he realized, even if I defeat Palpatine, what am I going to do? You know, am I just going to take his place? Are we going to put somebody else in his place? You know, failed I have, into exile I must go, you know, sort of thing. So that'd be kind of cool. But getting back to the title, it's like, man, maybe, you know, Snoke refers to him as the Last Jedi, right? So, and with the red text too, this could be a thing where you got to think about this. If he's coming back into the fold, there's some people that are going to really want to eliminate him, and, you know, Snoke being one, maybe Kylo being one. And you can even, you know, what's left of the Empire, because the Empire is not gone. They're kind of like post World War II Germany. Like, they're just kind of chilling. They obviously are under a lot of scrutiny and whatnot, but there are the political state of the galaxy is such that these people with these beliefs you know, for the strong core worlds, or whatever you want to call it, the centrists versus the populists. These people, I don't think they want the Jedi to come back into the fold, right? Because you got to think about it from a propaganda standpoint. If a lot of people were just getting their information from the HoloNet, right, or from different imperial channels or whatnot, you know, they attacked Palpatine. You know what I mean? They're criminals of the once Republic, and, you know, definitely enemies of the Empire. So depending on what side of that you fall into, and a lot of that would probably have to do with what was going on your planet, you know, and different things like that, you're gonna hate the Jedi. So the Last Jedi, does that mean possibly that that Luke will die? You know, that they're gonna eliminate this fool before there's any more Jedi. You know what I mean? Like, he's that last thing that they have to take care of. You know what I mean? Like that last little pull. Or does that mean perhaps that there are no, that the Jedi Order as we know it is going to be completely gone? Maybe we won't have a Jedi Order anymore. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we'll have the Order of the Bendu or the Order of the Wills or something, right? Like, maybe there is no more Jedi. Because a lot of people believe that, like, the Jedi of Yoda, that era of Jedi, that they were wrong in a lot of ways. And that's kind of perhaps echoed by Luke going and searching for the first Jedi temple, right? Maybe he's trying to find a deeper meaning to the Force and what the Jedi's role in all of that is. You know what I mean? So really, really cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, just plainly, I love the title. I think simple's good in titles. I think, like I said before, this thing just what it means is we're getting more Luke, and that's freaking awesome. I don't think they're going to shy away from that. They're going to pay that off because it's smart for them to pay that off, just in the business sense. These are smart people, so they are going to deliver. And this is just like that little like, yo, get hyped, because yeah, you're gonna get plenty of Luke. Yeah, that's all I got. Love you guys, and may the Force be with you.